Welcome back, guys, to the second part of this project 5. Now you might recall that the last time we were working on this we had got up to about this point here where we had got the two different kinds of fonts online and started a download of font incorporated into our page. Now what we're going to try and do is this time incorporate two images and also do a bit of a caption on one of the images. Okay, so at this stage here, what we're going to do is put the first image in. Now just before I do that, when we put the @font face bit of CSS in, I had manually previously put this one in here, and if that's causing confusion, okay, you can just take it out. It's actually not doing any different job from what that line there is doing already. Okay, so let's go down to where we want to have this image put in. Now, already put in previously, in my code anyway, a couple of bits of HTML, which I'm just going to remove now and we'll put back in a moment. Okay, so it's this point here that we want to put the first image in. Okay, now I can use Dreamweaver to browse to that video, but instead I'm going to just try and do it manually. So the image we want is called greenhouse-effect, and it's inside the images folder. Okay, and we want some alt text. Now this image is about the effect of basically humans on the greenhouse effect. Okay, we need to close that one there, and I'm not sure if I've got that round the right way or not at this stage. Let's go and have a quick look. No, it's around the wrong way. Try that again. No, it's still not working. Alright guys, just pause the video there. There are a few errors I'd made. That actually was correct originally. It does need to be a /, but you've got to put also in the suffix for the file type. In this case it's a JPEG, so JPG, and this was around the wrong way. It needed to be a / as well. So if we open that in a browser, here's finally our image in the right place. Now this text here, okay, which I'm not trying to move, okay, is this left in credit. This is what I'd like to make as a caption underneath this image here. So to achieve that, what I'm going to do is to put a container around the image and those two paragraphs. So the container we're going to use again a div. Sometimes there's other HTML tags we could use, but this will work just as well. Now I need to give this some sort of name, so I might call this class equals caption, and I'm going to close that container here, and we can put a comment in as well. Okay, now what I also want to do is I'd like to style these two paragraphs here a bit different from the rest of the paragraphs. So I'm going to put in a class on this as well. So I'm going to call this caption text, and I'm going to apply that to both these paragraphs here. Okay, let's write the styling for that. So I'm going to start off with the caption text. Now the only thing I want to do here is I basically want to make the font size a bit smaller. So I'm just going to copy that for now. And let's make that something like 85%. Okay, let's have a look and see how that looks. Yeah, that's about right actually. Okay, so yeah, that font size looks okay to me. Okay, so that's all we need for caption text. Next thing we want to do is to style the div with a class of caption, so we're styling the caption class. So for this I want to set a definite width. Now the width of the image, and this is why you actually do normally need to find out what the width of the images are. This is 550 pixels. So I'm going to set the width of that div to also be 550 pixels. And let's have a look at that. That may almost do it. Yep, I think that should be fine. Okay, so yeah, the caption looks in the right place. Notice how you can put credits in for images as part of a caption here. Okay, and images that are not your own, you do need to acknowledge the source, which is what this is here. Okay, so moving back, we want to get the other image in, and I think from memory that was after this H2 heading here. And once again, images, and this particular file is called Causes of Global Warming, and it's a PNG file. So causes of global warming with underscores in between. And that should be .png. And once again, alt text. Okay, check your spelling as you go. Hopefully you're a bit better than me at typing some of these things. Okay, and we need to finish that off. Okay, looks about right, so let's check it. Okay, so there's our image. Now I want to move that to this side here and have the text basically going on the left of it. Now you might recall how to do that. It was a previous project. Okay, we're going to create a class. I'm going to call that float right. Use the float right property, and I'm going to put some margin on the left of, let's say, 10 pixels, and margin on the bottom, I'll make that 5 pixels. Now we need to apply it to the image here. The way you do that manually is you go back to your image here, and somewhere in here, I usually put it at the end, or it could go at the beginning as well. Just put the class equals, and we need to put the name of it, in this case float right, inside quotation marks. Let's have a look at that. Okay, that's looking just like I want it to. Alright, so we've put our two images in, we've made a caption, and we've used the float property again. Okay, that's it for now. See you.